Good evening to all the participants who have joined this webinar. Before starting our actually the what is the Agnihotra, Homa and Havana, I would like to give a few introduction about this. This is a science-oriented kriyas. Homa is nothing but kriya. Kriya is nothing but we are doing something to get benefits. Kriya means we are investing something, we are getting some output. In this aspect, our Indian, not Indian, our Hindu Sanatana Dharma, it was a whole complete world was followed by Hindu Sanatana Dharma. In this Dharma, Hindu Sanatana Dharma, they introduce some scientific strategies or approaches to improve the wellness of the human beings. Before going to start the actual topic about the Agnihotra and Havana, I would like to give a brief insight about the yugas, Kruta, Treta, Dwapara, and Kali Yuga. Kruta Yuga means Satya Yuga, where there was no cheating, no criminals, no rape, no any misconducts in that yuga. God and goddesses all are living together with the people in this earth. It's a very truthful, very efficient yuga. There were no Homa and Havanas in the Kruta yugas. In the Satya Yuga, there was no Havan, Agnihotra and Homa and etc. Once the Pralaya, once that destroys the yuga, Kruta yuga, Satya yuga, Treta yuga has started. When Treta yuga started, during that yuga, Rama took birth. Then, as we know that in Ramayana, there are a lot of stories comes into Indian mythology where Ravana is kidnapped the Sita, and due to jealousy of Kaika, Rama went to the forest for 14 years. All these emotional attitude issues was there, and a lot of cheating, cunning, etc. When these situations were rises in the Treta Yuga, the god and goddesses are disappear, then they perform through, they want to see the god and goddesses through prayer, yajna and homa and etc. etc. After Treta Yuga also destroyed, Dwapara Yuga started. Dwapara Yuga, where Krishna was born, and the incarnation of Lord Vishnu in the name of Krishna. Here also there are a lot of fighting between the properties. This is my nation, this is my nation, like that. Many issues were emotionally, mentally, most of the all bad attitudes were started. Then the Homa Havans are slowly destroyed. The performance of Agnihotra, Homa and Yajna and all slowly stopped. Now Kali Yuga has started. In this Yuga, we are all forgotten all our Hindu Sanatana Dharma rituals, but we are given more preference to the enjoyment, standard of living. In one word, I can say that standard of living. Standard of living means we want car, site, plot, jewelry, gold, etc., etc. We forgotten all the Hindu rituals, which is traditionally followed by Treta, Dwapara Yuga, and etc. Now, the Agnihotra is a very interesting, very important a kriya apart from Homa and Havana. I would like to give some few examples along with the definition. Let us understand what is Homa. Homa is nothing but is a worshipping the particular deity or god, goddesses through Agni in a huge form, on a bigger scale. For example, Ashwamedha Yaga, Mrityunjaya Mahayaga, Sudarshana Mahayaga. Yaga is a very big, large scale for performing for the benefit of the world or benefit of the human wellness in the large scope and large scale. Havana means is a personal, individual. For example, I'm suffering from some diseases, or I'm suffering from black magic. To remove this, to get rid of this black magic or some my personal issues, I individually perform in my house particular deity or god or goddesses. That is called Havana. Homa means it's a large scale performing. Havan is an individual level performing. Agnihotra is another way of performing or worshipping the universe through Agni in the morning and evening time. Homa, Havana, these can be performed at any time based on a good auspicious nakshatra or good auspicious tithi or a day. But Agnihotra is not depends upon any auspicious star, tithi or nakshatra or any day. It's a daily routine to perform or worshipping the universe through Agni. That is called Agnihotra. Agnihotra is an endless process. Homa, Havana is depends upon our convenient way we performing Homa and Havana. Agnihotra usually Agnihotra started in the Treta Yuga, not in the Satya Yuga. This is evolution of Agnihotra. Agnihotra, it's a very important small kind of Homa, or you can call it as a Havana, but that can be performed only in sunrise and sunset, not in any other time. For example, Mrutyunjaya Homa. I can perform on auspicious day, nothing but tithi, an auspicious star based on my birth star, along with my family. This is called Havan. Yagna, for the benefit of the universe, for the benefit of the wellness, for the benefit of the human being. This is called Homa. This Homa also followed by an auspicious day, star, Rashi, Nakshatra, etc. But in Agnihotra, you need not follow anything you need not follow the particular tithi or day or star or nakshatra or Rashi. Only a particular place, sunrise and sunset time, we should perform the Agnihotra. I hope this is the difference between what is Agnihotra. Agnihotra is a small kind of Havan. Havan means individually performed by us during sunrise and sunset time. No need to look for any auspicious time, Muhurta. Havan and Yagna, Homa, these two depends upon our auspicious time, Lagna, Muhurta, star, etc., etc. Now, in this session, I would like to emphasize more on Agnihotra only, because Ashwamedha Yaga, it is for the benefit of the wellness of the Loka Kalyanartha. And Sudarshan Homa, Dhanvantari Homa, Chandi Homa, Durgi Homa, Ganapati Homa, all these are called Homas. It is, the boundary is fixed for your individual level. For the benefit of the universe, for the benefit of the entire universe, we must do Agnihotra, where all Hindus, not only Hindus, any religions, people can be performed this Agnihotra. In the Atharvana Veda is one part of the Atharvana Veda. It says that if person is not able to perform Homa Havana, their alternative choice, alternative solution, alternative remedy is to perform Agnihotra. Agni means is a fire. Hotra means is a process of worshipping the Agni in the sunrise and sunset time. The one who perform this Agnihotra is called as Agnihotris. Agnihotris means a person who can perform or worship sun and Brahma, a creator of universe, during sunrise and sunset time. This is called Agnihotri. Agnihotri is Agnihotri means it's a process of worshipping universe through sun and creator of universe called Brahma. Once again, I'll repeat that Agnihotra is only can do sunrise and sunset, not any other time. The other Homa and Havana, you can select any day, any time as per your convenience, depends upon your money and depends upon your health, depends upon your relatives, convenient time, etc., etc. Agnihotra not at all depends upon anyone. You must perform individually in the name of Sun and the creator of Brahma. I hope all of you understood this, what is Agnihotra and how it is different from Yajna and Homa. Now, I would like to give a small introduction about what is the purpose of doing this Agnihotra. Agnihotra is an individual-based Homa. It improves all his mentally, physically, and soul level. What way it improves, that I will go into tell you later. The objective of the Agnihotra is to protect the entire environment, purify the surroundings or atmosphere, and also improve the mind and body soul reactions as per our biological life cycle. That is the beauty of the Agnihotra. Because Agnihotra is a process of performing, worshipping the Agni morning and evening. In Havana Homa is a once in a year or 6 months once, or depends upon auspicious day, or depends upon our festivals level time, according to our requirement based and purpose based and convenient based approaches. Here, the objective of the Agnihotra is to clean the surrounding, the place where we are living, and also release the stress and strain from the body and mind. This is the scientifically, we can explain it in later. But in spiritually, if you talk about spiritual way, Agnihotra, it burns our curse and sins as per our previous birth. That is called karmic cycle, prarabdha karma. It burns all our past birth shapas, curse, and infections called papas, and any environmental hindrance called bhadas. In Havan and Homa, we should have a particular sankalpa saying that I have money problem, money crisis, health problem, or relationship problem, or any hindrances in our walk of life. You do sankalpa. According to sankalpa, you have to perform Homa. But in Agnihotri, there is no sankalpa at all. You need not think about any other rituals like Havan and Homa. Just follow the sunrise and sunset time and offer the ahuti to the Agni in the name of Surya and creator of Brahma. Automatically, it purifies our body and mind and soul. How it works? It's a very scientific research is done on the Agnihotra. Agnihotra is a very spiritual, holistic healing where we can clean our body, mind, and soul. First of all, I would like to just explain how exactly the Agnihotra cleans our surroundings or atmosphere. It purifies and cleanses the space element from the negative energy. We are all living in the negative energy here because a lot of industries are there, a lot of polluted areas in our surroundings. All these negative energies can be cleaned by Agnihotra. Agnihotra is a very powerful approach or strategy as a process to purify and cleanse our space elements. In the space, a lot of impurities are there. By the smoke of the Agnihotra, it cleans and cleanses the space element from the negative energy. This is one important. a scientific way of benefits to the Agnihotra. It neutralizes the Agnihotra has the ability to neutralize the bacteria in the surroundings where we live. Scientifically, it is proved in Russia and Germany and America. There is a spiritual universities or centers. They have done a lot of research on how to purify or how to neutralize the pathogenic bacteria which is there in our surroundings through Agnihotri smoke. Smoke means it's a powerful smoke. Agnihotra helps on purifying the air also, ozone layer. Ozone layer it cleans, and it cleans our all surroundings. Surrounding in the sense, a lot of drainage water is flowing around us, and unwanted waste products are lying around us. All these produces the bacteria or viruses. When you do Agnihotri morning and evening, it purifies the entire air along with the wastages are available around in the atmospheres. The Agnihotra smoke is very help in protection of ozone layer, and it purifies the any kind of viruses and bacteria in the ozone layer. For example, if the flight travels from Bangalore to America, it takes more than 24 hours, say. During the flight journey, it burns a lot of petrol, or it may be diesel also. The smokes will damage the ozone layer. And once the ozone layer is damaged, the ozone layer attracts the bacteria and viruses from the earth, and it spreads across the globe. Once it spreads the virus and bacteria across the globe, and no one can clean that bacteria and viruses in the ozone layer. Only Agnihotra smoke can cleanse or purify the pollution in the ozone layer. Similarly, there is a lot of pollution, auto rickshaw, smoke, bus, car, motorbike, etc., and a lot of industries, chemical industries, they are discharging the smoke through the chimneys. That also harms to the human health. This Agnihotra smoke immediately sucks the bacteria and viruses, and it destroys and it purifies the surroundings. That's the beauty, and that is the secret of the Agnihotra Bhasma or smoke. It also produces the lot of positive radiations to body and mind and also the surroundings. Our atmosphere expects the positive energy. Unfortunately, the whole cities are polluted by a lot of pollution substances. Agnihotra, it purifies as per the density of the smoke and the vibration in the smoke. This is a lot of scientific approaches are discovered how it exactly cleans the substances. Substances means a lot of unwanted substances there in the air. It neutralizes and it produces radioactive energy to the surroundings. That's what scientifically Agnihotra is a one way to purify our atmosphere. This is one important benefit of the Agnihotra. Because we are performing daily, sunrise and sunset time. But in Havan Homa, it's not a daily. It's very difficult to perform Havan Homa daily, morning and evening, because it requires a lot of energy, money, and time, and also patience. But this Agnihotra is a small 2 minutes Homa. It's a very 2 minutes worshipping the Agni with the 2 mantras. Anybody can perform this. There is no restriction. There is no caste, deed, sex, etc. or religious. Anyone can perform this Agnihotra to purify the atmosphere and purify himself or themselves in terms of body, mind, and soul. This is one important benefit of the Agnihotra in terms of atmosphere. In olden days, if you go back and say the 1,000 years back and 3,000 years back or very long back, our all in people were performing very sincerely, seriously, Agnihotri. That's what the pollution was not there, and they're supposed to live more than 120 years because the Agnihotra during sunrise and sunset time, who performs this, it cleanses and purifies the body, mind, and soul along with the area or surroundings where they live. Nowadays, unfortunately, everything is polluted by chemicals like petrol, diesel, and chemical industries are emitting lot of pollution-oriented, polluted smokes and distilled waters, undistilled waters. Lot of chemicals are flowing into the water, drainage waters, etc., and it goes to the sea, river, lake, etc. And also it creates a lot of bacteria and viruses, and it harms to the human beings. It was controlled by Agnihotri in those days. I hope this Agnihotra, how it benefits to the atmosphere cleansing. Let us come to the mind level, how the Agnihotra can cleanse the or purify our mind level. Mind is a astral body, it is not a physical body. The physical part is called as brain, but we don't know where is the mind. Mind is a Sukshma Sharira. It is in a Sukshma Sharira where it produces all our emotions and it manages our attitude. If you perform in the morning and evening time, sunrise and sunset time, it removes all our negative energy in the mind, not on the brain. When it removes the negative energy and it converts into the positive energy, then our thoughts, our thinking level is improves and purifies. Once the thoughts are purified, our imagination, our thinking, our desires, our attitude, etc., is also sucks the positive energy from the Agnihotra smoke, and it produces or it improves all our mental health. Recently, the research is done on how exactly it works on mental wellness. The millions of neurons in our brain, it produces a systematic ionic current. Once the ionic current produces systematically, then we can able to perform dance, eating, washing, walking, driving, etc. If there is any disorderness in the ionic current, then we'll have some kind of mental disorders or bipolar disorders. It could be schizophrenia, in the children's autism, in the old age people, Alzheimer's, and hysteria, etc. Because we are all living in a very tensionful life. Since from the morning to evening, we are working in a different areas like software industry or industrial industry, etc., etc. We are always suffering from a lot of mental tensions attracted by all the different areas. All mental tensions can create the mental stress. This stress will convert it into mental disorderness. Agnihotra has a more powerful energy to maintain the ionic current in the millions of neurons. Each neurons will suck the power of the smoke and produce a chemical reaction in the brain, and it maintains this mental stamina in a normal way so that people can perform their regular activities. Another thing is in a mental status. Nowadays, children's, even old age people also, in the mid-age people and youths, they have lot of bad habits like drug addicting, smoking, drugs, etc. By performing these Agnihotra, sunrise and sunset time, it strengthens the entire neurons and it blocks all the negative energy and produces the positive energy in the millions of neurons. So mental stamina will increase. Due to this mental stamina, we can maintain our emotions and attitudes as per our regular walk of life. So that is the beauty of the Agnihotra. it produces mental balance in the emotional quotient as well as attitude level. So Manomaya Kosha can be cleaned and cleansed by the Agnihotra and mantra and Agnihotra smoke. This is one important concepts performing in the Agnihotra. Another body level. How exactly this Agnihotra adjusts or it benefits to the body. Our body is made by bones, nerves, blood, tissues, etc. Entire body contains 72,000 nadis, nerves, 209 bones, and 6 to 7 liters of blood and muscles. All these produces its own vibration as per the universal cosmic energy. That means Panchabhutas. When the Panchabhutas are imbalanced in the body, and Tridosha, Vata, Pitta, Kapha is also imbalanced, then Agnihotra smoke, when it enters through the nose to the body, it deposits the positive particles in each molecule level. Then once molecules are activate, it produces the vibration to the cells. What is cell? Cells is a collection of molecules. When cells are activated, regenerated, then it produces the vibration to the next level called as tissues. Once the tissues is activated, within the cells, within the tissue, detoxification takes place. Once the detoxification is done by this Agnihotra Homa and mantra therapy, then tissues are very highly energetic, highly dynamic, and it produces a very strong vibration, and that vibration is transferred to the organ level. Organs means stomach, intestine, and pancreas. There are 1008 organs are there in the body. And each organs will vibrate according to the cycle or rhythmic way of the Agnihotra and surroundings during that sunrise and sunset time. And it produces its own way of rhythm. And that rhythm will balances Vata, Pitta, Kapha in the body. And also it cleanses and purifies the Panchabhutas in our body. That is the immediate effect of the Agnihotra on our human being. As per my, because I am performing this Agnihotra since 35 years, in my life, I have improved. I have observed a lot of health improvements in without medicine, because Agnihotra, it also destroy or kills bad bacteria and viruses which comes from the food and water or drinkable things, and it purifies and it maintains a good health. And also we have done a lot of research on AIDS patient and cancer patient and those who are suffering from different types of skin diseases like psoriasis, eczema, these kinds of skin disease. Agnihotra has given very good benefits, immediate reaction on the skin level as well as lungs level and the heart level, because Agnihotra smoke has this very powerful healing energy, because it produces a radioactive and mechanical energy at the cell level and tissues level and organ level. So this is a holistic approach to cure the very chronic diseases like that, skin diseases, asthma, AIDS, cancers, etc. It was proved very much in the during Kruta and Treta Yuga also, but as per the modern science, where we are in the computer era, even people have also done a lot of research on this, how exactly the Agnihotra can be cured by the chronic diseases. It could be fungus, bacteria, or virus, etc., or even protozoa also. Because the item which we used for Agnihotra has this more powerful universal energy, and it produces a chemical reactions when you perform the Agnihotra. We have completed body and mind. Let us move to the soul level. Soul is a spirit. Atma. Atma comes from the lot of previous birth. Atma is embedded by lot of shapas and papas as per our karmic cycle. As per Karma Siddhanta, our Atma contains lot of DNA code and karmic code. Karmic code means our individual karmas, which we have performed in the last birth, previous birth. A genetic code means our ancestors, the place where we have took the birth. In a DNA carries all our ancestors, shapas and curses, etc. And a karmic cycle, in the karmic code, whatever our individual we did in the previous birth at present birth also is accumulated in a karmic code. The soul can suck the power of the mantra which we are performing in the Agnihotra and sunrise and sunset. And also the smokes produced during the sunrise and sunset after performing the Agnihotra. This mantra therapy and the smoke therapy and also the surroundings which we are used, all three, chemical energy, mechanical energy and electromagnetic energy, all these energies simultaneously balanced our body and mind and soul, and it kills our previous birth shapas and karmas, etc., etc. I've seen many people who started and performing regularly, continuously, seriously, all Agnihotra. I've seen their education level and business level and marriage life. In all their well-beings, we have seen that lot of tremendous improvement before Agnihotra and after Agnihotra. So Agnihotra is also purifies and cleanses our soul along with the body and mind soul. Now, why we should do this Agnihotra during sunrise and sunset time? That's very important thing. During sunrise and sunset time, the infrared radiation is produced from the sun to the earth is more than any other time. The infrared radiations contains vitamin D3 and B12 and also calcium, which is most important to the body and also surroundings or atmosphere. When it falls to the earth from the sun and to the earth, in between a lot of chemical reaction will take place. The infrared radiation kills all our bacteria, viruses, protozoa, fungus, etc., etc. in the atmosphere. And also it penetrates our soul. It also enters into the body. It also goes to our mind, where mind in the sense brain, where all negative thoughts, negative vibrations, negative emotions, and negative attitudes in our emotional quotient in the body, lot of disorders in our nerve system, circulatory system, reproduction system, digestive system, circulatory system, etc., etc., and also in the soul. So this is a very auspicious time, sunrise and sunset time, where you can gain the infrared radiation from the cosmic energy through this Agnihotra smoke. Agnihotra smoke is produced by us, and infrared radiations comes from the atmosphere. Both smoke plus infrared radiation merge together and produces another extra medical holistic energy, which is very important for body and mind soul. Body, mind and soul. So this is a very important duration or timings we must follow Agnihotra. So Agnihotra must be followed sunrise and sunset, not any other time. This is underline and thumb rule. How to perform this Agnihotra? Morning session, morning time during sunrise, only 2 mantras are there. 2 mantras means there is no restriction to take practice or something else. In a lot of conditions are there nowadays. You just get out of the conditions, restrictions, just follow the 2 mantras rules, how to chant and how to give a Ahuti in that. There is one small plate like this. I hope all can see this. This is a small plate. It's made by copper. You put unbroken rice into this, 1 spoon of or half a spoon of unbroken rice. Mix the ghee, cow ghee, to that rice and keep that rice once it mix the ghee. And there is a small pot called as, this is a Agnihotra pot. It's made by copper. It is designed and constructed based on the Atharvana Veda rules. see, this is a pyramid type Agni Kunda. In those days, people used to do mud pot made by mud, but it is very difficult to carry and maintain nowadays. So there is an alternative option is given in the Atharvana Veda that can be preferred by a copper. This copper has a pyramid shape and 3 layers: body, mind, and soul. This is a body, mind, and soul. See, the bottom is a body, and the middle one is a mind, and top one is a soul. This is a structure, a geometrical structure. There is a science behind this. This copper pot used for Agnihotra in sunrise and sunset time. Inside this also is designed by a pyramid type. The copper ions, once it is burns, cow dung cakes is very important. Once the cow dung cakes is put into this, along with the mix of the cow dung, cow ghee with rice and 2 mantras, it produces the ionic current. Once it produces ionic current, but ions, copper ions, it also merges with the cosmic energy and it produces a chemical energy. That chemical energy goes through the nose, mouth, ears, eyes, and cavities of the body, and also it spreads across the atmosphere. So this is a pot where we must use for Agnihotra, and it's a small plate given for us to mix the cow ghee with rice, and there is a small spoon called as ruk. Shuk. This is called shuk. Shravya. In Havan and home, we use shuk shravya. This is called shuk. This is used for to put Ahuti to the Agnihotra during sunrise and sunset. This is one. And there is a small fork. This is used for to keep the cow dung cakes inside the pot. So the materials which we are using in this Agnihotra is a pure cow dung cake, pure cow ghee, and unbroken rice. And we need this set. These 4 set is very important. One is this is a fork. Another one is a spoon, which we are using to perform Agnihotra. And another one is a small plate where we can use for rice. And cow dung cake inside you have to put and perform the Agnihotra. This is a copper utensils where this produce magnesium, manganese, and also calcium. This is very important. Once it is burned, once it becomes hot, it produces calcium, magnesium, and iron also. It mixed to the cow dung cake. It emits through the smoke and it purifies the surroundings. This is one. Another thing is, apart from these items, we need to have it 2 mantras in sunrise and sunset. Morning sunrise, we should chant only 2 mantras. Suryaya Swaha, Suryaya Idannamama, Prajapataye Swaha, Prajapataye Idannamama. When you chant Suryaya Swaha, then one portion of the rice should offer to the fire. Suryaya Swaha. Another mantra is Prajapataye Swaha, a creator of universe called Brahma. One ahuti goes to the Brahma. That's all. There's a 2 mantras morning. That's all. Nothing to say any other mantras. Suryaya Swaha, Suryaya Idannamama, Prajapataye Swaha, Prajapataye Idannamama. In the evening, in sunset, instead of Suryaya, you can say Agnaye Swaha, Agnaye Idannamama, and creator of Brahma, you creator of universe, Brahma, Prajapataye Swaha, Prajapataye Idannamama. These are the mantras we must follow during sunrise and sunset. I will repeat once again. Suryaya Swaha, Suryaya Idannamama, Prajapataye Swaha, Prajapataye Idannamama. That's all in the morning, in sunrise. In sunset, Agnaye Swaha, Agnaye Idannamama, Prajapataye Swaha, Prajapataye Idannamama. These are the 2 mantras in the sunset. First offer goes to the Surya, the one who gives light to us. Another offer goes to the creator of universe, Brahma, where he can maintain he can protect our wellness. And evening, Agnaye Swaha. Agnaye means is a security force of the goddess Lakshmi. Agni is a security man for goddess Lakshmi. In the evening, we must offer to the one Ahuti to the Agni, and after that, second Ahuti goes to the creator of universe called Brahma. So these two mantras, it gives lot of energy in the body, mind, soul. Mantra is a sound therapy where each cells in the body vibrates when you chant mantra. One beauty here, one observation what we have to observe here, there is no pranama mantra in the beginning. There is no omkara here. We should not say that any om here. Om Surya Yaswaha. No, it should not. Only Surya Yaswaha without omkara. Surya Idannamama. Next, without omkara. Prajapataye Swaha. Prajapataye Idannamama. That's all. Without omkara, because it's a continuous everyday performing Homa, no need to add Omkara. If you say Omkara, then you have to do Purnavati. So in Homa and Havana, after completion of our all God, goddesses, Swakara, at the end we do Purnavati. Purnavati means it's an ending part of the rituals. Here, it is not ending. Sunrises, it's everyday performing Agnihotra. That's what you should not do any Purnavati. If you want to do Purnavati, then you should add Omkara in the beginning. If you don't want to do Purnavati, then you ignore the Omkara. So in the Agnihotri, without Omkara, these mantras must be chanted. Because we should not, there is no chance to do any Purnavati in the Agnihotra. Only it's a daily routine life. It's a daily morning and evening performing Homa. Hence, Purnavati is not necessary. It is not required also. That's what Atharvana Veda says. So Agnihotra is a important agent between universe and human being, or you can say universe and the earth planet. So this Agnihotra, it kills all surroundings, bacteria and protozoa, virus, etc., in the atmosphere level, and it also purifies the brain and body and soul. So this is it works as a broker. It's an agent through cosmic energy and earth. So this is very important to holistic approach to cure all kinds of diseases. Even in America, AIDS is also cured by Agnihotra ash. Agnihotra ash is more powerful than any medicine. So once you use the Agnihotra ash along with your daily food or drinks like coffee, tea, or buttermilk or curd, if you use small drops of Agnihotra Bhasma or ash into your food or drinks, it purifies and it cleans all chronic diseases like AIDS and cancers. It's Agnihotra tablets are started releasing. Agnihotra bath soap is there. Agnihotra toothpaste is there. Agnihotra oil is there. So Agnihotra is ash is a very powerful medicine nowadays, because the cow dung cake contain more than 12 vitamins and 22 vitamins in the cow dung cake after burning of that. So the ash has a powerful healing energy. Dry cow dung cake is different. In those days, in our old people, aged people in villages and other areas, they used to cook the food through cow dung cakes. The food was more tasty and more powerful. Nowadays, we have started cooking gas, electric stoves. That's what we have a lot of diseases. But the cow dung cake kills the bacteria, virus, protozoa, and any other bad element, bad substances within us and surroundings also. So cow dung cake ash is a more powerful for skin diseases, to cure any kind of psoriasis, eczema, or you can name it, any skin diseases, it can be cured by Agnihotra ash. Even I have tried, since 10 years I am giving medicine through Agnihotra ash. Lot of diabetic patients are cured, cancers are cured, and also asthma, bronchitis, And apart from that, any intestine-oriented diseases are also cured by Agnihotra ash. So Agnihotra ash is also a powerful medicine for us. I hope this concept is most traditional, holistic approach to improve the human wellness, also atmosphere wellness.